Have you ever looked at your blood sugar reading and wished you could turn back the clock? Maybe your doctor told you to watch your A1C. Maybe you're checking food labels more than ever before. Or maybe you're simply tired of wondering which foods actually help and which ones only make things worse. After 60, managing blood sugar often becomes part of everyday life. And the truth is, every meal becomes another opportunity to either support your body or make your blood sugar work even harder. That's why today's video is so important, because the 6 foods you're about to discover aren't expensive, they're not difficult to find, and they don't require a complicated meal plan. They're everyday grocery store foods that can become part of a smarter way of eating, one that helps support healthier blood sugar levels over time. If you've been hoping to take better control of your diabetes after 60, this is the grocery list you don't want to miss. Let's begin with a food that's been feeding the families for centuries. It's affordable, it's filling, and many people are surprised to learn just how friendly it can be to steady blood sugar. 1. Lentils. Lentils may not look impressive, but don't let their size fool you. They've earned one of the strongest reputations among nutrition experts for supporting healthy blood sugar management. One reason is their combination of plant protein and soluble fiber. Fiber slows digestion. That means glucose enters the bloodstream more gradually instead of all at once. Lentils also have a naturally low glycemic index, making them a smart choice for many people trying to keep blood sugar more stable. One reason many people struggle with blood sugar after 60 is that they often feel hungry again not long after eating. Meals that digest quickly can leave you searching the kitchen for another snack before you know it. Lentils are different. Thanks to their natural combination of fiber and plant protein, they can help you feel satisfied for longer as part of a balanced meal. And when you stay satisfied, it often becomes easier to say no to cookies, candy, chips, and other highly processed snacks that can make blood sugar management much more difficult. Sometimes, improving your eating habits isn't just about what you eat at mealtime. It's also about what you don't feel the need to eat afterward. If you've been searching for simple foods that can help you take better control after 60, lentils deserve a place near the top of your shopping list. One of the best things about them is how satisfying they are. Enjoy a warm lentil soup on a cool evening. Add cooked lentils to a vegetable salad, or use them in homemade stuffed bell peppers for a hearty dinner. Healthy eating doesn't have to mean eating less. Sometimes it simply means choosing foods that keep you feeling satisfied longer. Now, the next food often gets a bad reputation because it's high in fat. But that's exactly where many people get confused, because not all fats affect your body the same way. Let's take a closer look. 2. Walnuts. When many people hear the word fat, they immediately think they should avoid it. But walnuts tell a different story. They're naturally rich in unsaturated fats, along with fiber and plant compounds that have been studied for their role in supporting heart and metabolic health. That's especially important because heart health and blood sugar health often go hand in hand. Walnuts are also filling, and staying satisfied between meals may make it easier to avoid reaching for highly processed snacks loaded with refined carbohydrates. Imagine opening your pantry in the afternoon. On one shelf are chips, cookies, and sugary snacks. On another sits a small container of walnuts. One choice may satisfy you for only a short time. The other gives your body healthy fats, fiber, and plant nutrients while helping you stay full longer. Those everyday decisions may seem small, but after 60, they're the kinds of habits that can slowly move your health in a better direction. A small handful of walnuts can be a simple addition to a balanced eating plan. Sprinkle them over a fresh salad. Mix them into a homemade grain bowl, or enjoy them as a quick afternoon snack instead of chips or cookies. If you're serious about improving your eating habits after 60, replacing processed snacks with whole foods like walnuts is one small change that can make a big difference over time. Now, many people believe fruit and diabetes can never go together. The next food proves that's not always true, and it surprises almost everyone. 3. Kiwi walk through any grocery store, and you'll probably see kiwis sitting quietly beside dozens of other fruits. Most people never give it a second thought, especially if they're trying to manage diabetes. Some avoid fruit altogether because they're worried about sugar. But here's what many people don't realize. Kiwi naturally provides fiber along with vitamin C and other beneficial plant compounds. That fiber helps slow digestion, making kiwi a more balanced choice than many highly processed sweet snacks. One of the biggest myths about diabetes is that every fruit should automatically be avoided. But fruits aren't all the same. Some contain much more fiber than others. Some have a lower glycemic impact, and many offer valuable vitamins and antioxidants at the same time. Instead of avoiding fruit altogether, learning which fruits fit into a balanced eating pattern is often the smarter approach. Kiwi is one of those fruits that surprises many people. If you've been craving something sweet after dinner, choosing a whole fruit like kiwi can be a much smarter option than reaching for candy or pastries. The goal isn't to eliminate every sweet taste from your life. It's to make better choices more often. Kiwi is also incredibly easy to enjoy. Slice it over a fresh fruit bowl, pair it with a handful of walnuts for a balanced snack, or simply enjoy it on its own when you want something naturally refreshing. If you're hoping to take better control of your blood sugar after 60, sometimes the smartest choice is replacing processed sweets with whole foods that bring much more to the table. Now, the next food doesn't look like something people usually associate with diabetes, but once you see what's inside it, you'll understand why it belongs on today's list. 4. Mushrooms. Mushrooms might not be the first food that comes to mind when you think about blood sugar, but they have one big advantage. They're naturally very low in carbohydrates. That means they add flavor and texture to meals without contributing large amounts of carbohydrates that can raise blood sugar. Mushrooms also provide fiber and antioxidants, making them a valuable addition to a balanced eating pattern. Another reason mushrooms are so useful is that they naturally add volume to your meal. They make your plate look fuller, they add texture and flavor, yet they contribute very few carbohydrates. That's especially helpful for people trying to reduce refined carbohydrates without constantly feeling hungry. Sometimes the secret isn't eating more food. It's choosing foods that naturally help you feel more satisfied. If you're trying to build meals that leave you feeling full without relying on refined carbohydrates, mushrooms can make that much easier. One thing I really like about mushrooms is how versatile they are. Sauté them with onions and herbs. Add them to an omelet. Stir them into a vegetable soup, or serve them alongside grilled chicken or fish for dinner. Simple substitutions like these can gradually improve the quality of your meals. And when healthier meals become your routine, managing blood sugar often feels much less overwhelming. Now, the fifth food is something many people already have in their pantry. The difference is, most people spread far too much of it. Let's talk about the smarter way to enjoy it. 5. Almond butter. Almond butter has become much more popular over the last few years, but many people still think of it as just another sandwich spread. In reality, it offers much more than great flavor. Almond butter naturally provides healthy unsaturated fats, plant protein, and magnesium. These nutrients are often included in eating patterns designed to support overall metabolic health. One important reminder, though, portion size matters. A thin layer can be a smart addition to a balanced meal, but eating large amounts can quickly add extra calories. The goal isn't simply adding another food, it's making better choices in reasonable portions. Here's another helpful shopping tip. Take a quick look at the ingredient label. Some almond butters contain nothing more than almonds. Others include added sugars, unnecessary oils, or extra ingredients that don't add much nutritional value. In many cases, the shorter the ingredient list, the better. That's a simple habit that can help you make smarter grocery choices every time you shop. Try spreading almond butter on whole grain toast. Pair it with apple slices if you're planning a balanced snack, or enjoy a spoonful alongside a handful of walnuts when you need something satisfying between meals. When you're trying to manage diabetes after 60, the foods you choose between meals can be just as important as the meals themselves. Now, we've reached the final food. It's one that many people walk past every week without realizing it can fit beautifully into a blood sugar-friendly eating plan. 6. Plain Greek yogurt. Not all yogurt is created equal. Many flavored yogurts contain surprising amounts of added sugar. That's why today's recommendation is plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is naturally high in protein. Protein helps make meals more satisfying and can slow digestion when included as part of a balanced meal. It also contains beneficial bacteria from fermentation, making it a popular choice in many healthy eating patterns. If you're working toward better blood sugar control after 60, reading the nutrition label becomes just as important as choosing the food itself. Look for plain varieties without added sugars. Then let fresh ingredients provide the flavor. The yogurt aisle can be surprisingly confusing. Bright labels and fruit flavors often make products seem healthier than they really are. That's why reading the nutrition label is worth the extra few seconds. Choosing plain Greek yogurt lets you decide what goes into your breakfast or snack instead of paying for added sugars you probably didn't want in the first place. Sometimes the healthiest option is also the simplest one. Top it with sliced kiwi. Add a sprinkle of chopped walnuts, or enjoy it as part of a balanced breakfast alongside eggs and whole grain toast. Sometimes, the healthiest choice isn't buying something new. It's choosing the simpler version of a food you already enjoy. Now, before we finish, there's one daily habit that's just as important as the foods we've covered today. And surprisingly, it doesn't cost a single dollar. One daily habit that can make a real difference. If there's one habit that can make everything we've talked about today even more effective, it's this. Move your body after you eat. You don't have to spend hours at the gym. Even a 10 to 20-minute walk after a meal can help your muscles use glucose more effectively, supporting healthier blood sugar management. It's simple, it's free, and it's a habit many people overlook. Another small habit: try to eat meals at fairly regular times instead of skipping meals and then overeating later. Your body often responds better to consistency than to extremes. Little habits, repeated every day, can lead to meaningful changes over time. Before we finish, think about your next trip to the grocery store. Will you fill your cart with foods that work against your blood sugar or foods that help support it? Today, we explored 6 everyday foods that can become part of a smarter eating pattern after 60. Lentils, walnuts, kiwi mushrooms, almond butter, plain, Greek yogurt. Each one brings something different to the table: fiber, protein, healthy fats, or other nutrients that can help support healthier blood sugar management when included as part of a balanced lifestyle. While today's title talks about reversing diabetes, it's important to remember that diabetes management is different for everyone. These foods are not a cure, but they can be valuable choices that help support healthier blood sugar alongside regular physical activity, healthy habits, and the care plan recommended by your healthcare provider. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which one of today's 6 foods do you already eat? And which one are you planning to add to your grocery list this week? Leave your answer in the comments below. If you found today's video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to 60 Plus Food Guide, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, we share practical, science-informed food tips designed to help you make smarter grocery choices and support your health after 60. Thank you for watching. Take good care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.